Returns to the remarkable confession Kelly made at the end of his life. Scattered throughout the text are references to the American cities he visited.
Serial killers, even today, travel extensively because they don't want to be detected. Even now, he'll drive thousands of miles in a short time. They go across state lines, kill people, drive a few states away, kill someone else. This guy traveled everywhere. It's quite unusual, especially given how hard it must have been then.
Using Kelly's confession and old newspaper reports, Ed can track him from coast to coast.
What I'd like to do is plot the cities where he claims to have been in the United States, and then compare that with the headlines of the day and see if it's possible that he was in the cities where these crimes took place.
New Jersey.
You know, Trenton Times covered them. They put him right here. He also puts himself here about that time. And there's several murders that are very similar as well. The newspapers are concerned. Same question, is this the work of Jack the Ripper? Is this the fiend of Whitechapel? Galveston,
Texas.
The headline reads, "Has Jack the Ripper invaded Texas at last?" Horrible case, terrible murder. Body ripped open, intestines pushed aside. A lot of similarities to the Whitechapel murders. Her womb cut open, exposing the foot of a fetus. And again, she was, quote, of low character. Just like Carrie Brown and all the prostitutes in Whitechapel. He claims to have worked in Dallas. All the traveling he's done, Galveston's a hop for this guy.
California.
1894 and 1895. Brutal murders out here. San Francisco. Butchered and burned by an unknown fiend. Brutal stab wounds to the face. People in California felt the same way at the time. New York City felt the same way. Had Jack the Ripper come to the U.S.? We know he puts himself in all these cities coincidentally. I don't know. After 24 years as a cop, I don't believe in coincidence all that much.
12 murders across 5 states in 4 years.
My hunch? I think it's very possible he came to the U.S. and did exactly the same thing he did in London.
Kelly died in 1929, taking his secrets to the grave. But has Ed Norris finally uncovered the truth? Was James Kelly Jack the Ripper?
Piece by piece, it might be circumstantial. But put it together, as far as I'm concerned, it's close to airtight. You've got a man that killed his own wife. He has severe mental problems. He escapes from an asylum right before the Ripper killings begin. He's in London for all the Ripper killings. He escapes to New York right before the slayings there kick off. He travels across the U.S., and along his trail are murders fitting the Ripper's M.O. Kelly matches the psychological profile of Jack the Ripper. And his age-regressed mugshot is a dead ringer for the Ripper sketch. There's no doubt in my mind we found Jack the Ripper.